So there we go. We are recording. Yay. I think at this point it is standard for us to have like a year plus gap in between games.
No, no more. No more. I want to fix that.
If we can do
Same.
Thursdays, right now I think Thursdays might work for me and M.
Thursday should work
Thursdays
for
are
me too.
perfect for me.
Woo! I think Genie is going to look at Eleanor and say, "You should blow things up more often. That was pretty cool."
No, no, I really shouldn't.
Have you ever considered blowing up a beer factory?
Yes.
This guy
Eleanor
gets
just
it.
groans.
I'm just now remembering that Genie's grandmother appeared as a ghost to go, "No, Mija, don't blow up a beer factory."
Yeah, I think we're just supposed to get the recipe
Oh, yeah.
and not blow it up.
We can multitask. How far are we away from our next stop?
You are now near New Madrid, Missouri. And yeah, y'all are near New Madrid, Missouri, so you're probably about 3 hours away, I believe. Hold on. Let me Google. Let me Google that. Two and a half hours. And it is, if I remember right, and if I don't remember right, it's been almost 2 years, so we can just retcon it at this point. I believe it was early enough that y'all were getting breakfast meals at the Waffle House before the fight broke out.
Okay, yeah.
I thought it was dark out. I don't remember.
Which would y'all prefer?
Either is fine.
M did not come through on whatever she just said.
I was hitting the wrong button. I said probably doesn't matter what time of day it was. We were probably sleeping breakfast food anyway. It was awful.
This is true. So, for just fairness sake, one of you roll a. One of y'all roll a d6. 3 and higher day. Or sorry, 4 and higher day, 3 and lower night.
I rolled up.
It is night then. We will go with it is dark, it is night. Excuse me. So, you come rolling in to St. Louis sometime around 11 p.m. You can see the arch. I mean, it's a massive metropolitan city, so it doesn't really sleep. But I don't think y'all have slept for a minute unless someone has slept in the Witchabago.
I feel like Jeannie has probably been napping in the back seat, but yeah, I mean, maybe we should stop for the night, find a cheap motel or something. What do you guys think?
Figure out what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Y'all pull in. Let me look this up too. Yep. There is a Drury Plaza is what the emissary pulls you into.
Free dinner. Free food.
It'll be free breakfast because
Yeah,
we're later than
it's
dinner.
late.
But plazas have bars.
Ooh. Jeannie goes to the bar.
Jeannie doesn't even go to get a room; she just heads straight to the bar.
Jeannie's assuming that someone will book a room.
Sybil will go get a couple rooms because I am assuming the emissary would prefer to have his own room.
Yes.
Probably a good call.
Also, this dude that has been driving for y'all has been surviving off of Waffle House, Taco Bell, and gas station food. I don't think any of y'all want a room with this man.
Nope.
Like, the walls might vibrate.
Are we getting a per diem, like money that we should spend on food per day or something?
No, because Eleanor always has the lowest credit card. Sybil is stupid rich.
Jeannie's the only one who's working class.
We're good.
We got you.
Yeah.
Oh god, this sounds bad, y'all. Genie has been adopted by the wealthy 1%.
Technically, Jeannie is related to the wealthy 1%, so that low of money should be flowing her way anyways.
So, you're able to get your rooms. Is it 4 individual rooms, or is anybody sharing rooms?
I feel like us girls would probably just like share a room.
I was just gonna get 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we really need to each get a room. Like, we got money, but
Sybil claims one bed to herself.
They did give you the drink tabs that can, usually they're only available for dinner, but y'all rolled in, and everybody, like, y'all aren't hurt. Because I'm pretty sure y'all have thrown up shields every time something's thrown something at you. I think the worst case is someone got yeeted across a parking lot and didn't take damage. Excuse me,
I think that was me.
but y'all haven't rested really since New Orleans. And even if you do sleep in the Witchabago, this is like a 1980s RV. Most of the stuff in here is original, except for the note from the emissary that said "Do not shit in this." That's on top, or that's on the door to the bathroom.
I think
Mm,
it.
wow.
I think that Jeannie has probably doodled a poop emoji next to this note, or on this note.
I'm gonna be honest, Emily. I'm surprised Genie has not broken that when she got out of the car, and the emissary was like, "I'm gonna just wait here."
I feel like Jeannie is chaotic, but not chaotic enough to shit where some poor working class guy has to clean up after her.
So, you get your rooms. You got your 3 free beverages that come standard with the stay at a Drury Inn that you are going to be allowed to use at the bar because everybody walked in looking rough. Then again, to be fair, the emissary always looks rough. So, yeah. So you now have access to the bar. There's the pool. There's all the other stuff.
Man, the Midwest isn't so bad if the motels give you 3 free drinks.
Yeah, it seems
I can't
fancy.
complain that they're free.
How are we feeling? How's everyone doing? What's
I'm
the
already just in
game
the shower.
Symbols in the shower.
Got it. Okay, so Eleanor and Genie are at the bar.
Sybil will get 1 drink and then go upstairs to take a shower. Like, ooh, for the road. I need to
You're
go
just
take a shower.
drinking a beer in the shower.
Well, it's better than the emissary
No.
because if y'all look around the corner of the wall of the bar, you can see into the glassed-in pool. There are just 3 mixed beverages lined up next to the emissary, soaking in the hot tub with it on max.
He deserves it. Yeah.
Totally not talking from personal experience at a Drury Inn either.
All right, Genie's gonna look at Eleanor and say, "Okay, what's the game plan again?"
Okay, y'all can't be asking me this because Christina don't really remember other than we blow up factory.
That's the response I was waiting for.
Okay, so
Only Sybil in the
I'm so
shower. Oh,
sorry.
shit, I left them to plan alone.
as the
Comes
key,
back downstairs 2 years later with wet hair. Okay, just so we don't blow it all up.
So as the keeper, to remind you, you were to get the pick back that is part of Legba's horn. You've done that. You've also scared the shit out of a really bad blues player. You have dealt with doppelgangers and members of the summer court coming after you. More than likely, they were going after the emissary. You need to steal back your grandfather's beer recipe from the Anheuser-Busch factory, and then Sybil has been tasked by the Winter Knight to sing at a child's birthday party.
Right, we're gonna meet Dresden. Okay, this is way more fun considering that now I've read the first like 5 books.
I want to start listening to the audiobooks again because I miss Marster's voice. But every time I've re-listened to the Dresden Files, I want to punch Harry more.
Yeah, I'm still mad about the cool hot Latina just not existing anymore.
Yep.
All right, cool. Now I remember why Genie wanted to blow up the beer factory. They stole from hard-working Latinx inventors, and they must pay for it.
My son is trying to convince my daughter not to pull off a heist, is what it sounds like from the other room.
All right, I think Genie's
I think
gonna
they're both. I think he put her in the playpen.
I unzipped it, so it doesn't matter.
No, it's zipped. They're in there. They're in the playpen.
He's trying to keep her contained.
He is not ready to deal with her most times, and I'm slightly proud of that on her end. Because she is a cantankerous, strong-willed little one, and that's not going to get changed. So that's y'all's objectives. You're on 2 of 3 at the moment.
Sybil will be in the shower and realize, oh shit, I left them downstairs alone to plan this, and then very quickly finish her shower and go back downstairs.
I think Genie has very quickly drank all 3 of her complimentary drinks and is now just drunk texting Marcy to let her know that she's okay.
All right. Roll me. Let's see. I gotta remember what I put on y'all sheets. Roll me tough to see how drunk you got.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
not drinking.
I have a 0 in tough. Fuck me. Okay.
So that's 2 d6s, and then add tough.
Okay. 2 d6s. That's
Okay.
a 9.
So that is a mixed success because remember, 6 and lower is a failure and you get experience. 7 and 9 is you get what you want, but there is a cost. And 10 and above is you do whatever you want. That does not like completely break the game. So with a 9, you are 100% buzzed heavy and sending all the text messages and the memes.
Wait, how is she able to use a phone?
Genie can use a phone. I think we established that in previous games.
Yeah, Genie has low enough magical abilities that she can use some technology, like she can use a taser and a cell phone, but
I'm assuming she is across the room from Eleanor then while she does this.
this is probably when Eleanor's in the shower.
Well,
Or no, sorry,
Eleanor and
Sybil's in the
Sybil.
shower.
Well, the thing is also remember, while Genie's sheet does not produce the raw damage, you're the one that starts carrying +1s on damn near everything, and I think you're the only one that can split a spell without like having to do big magic.
Me?
Let me pull up the sheet. Because when I made the PDF reader, I don't.
I have a 2 in charm, a 2 in cool, a -1 in sharp, a 0 in
It's your
tough, and a 1 in
powers.
weird.
I'm looking
It's
over.
your powers, though.
I'm looking over at your powers
Okay.
because, like, you have a +1 going forward on all ectomancy. and also a lot of your stuff, like Not My Fault +1 to act under pressure when you are dealing with the consequences of your own spell. So if you fail, you have a +1 on the next roll to make it easier for you to succeed. Like,
Yeah, Genie is definitely very jack of all trades, but you guys have way more power, like, in a punch than she does. So it's kind of a good balance.
but the thing is you don't have to spend your pluses, Emily. So if you save up a bunch of those +1s, you can be like, Hewitt, I rolled a 6, but I have a +6. Well, it goes off without a hitch. Genie
Yeah.
just fries somebody with scalding hot water right in the unmentionables. Because of course, that's where she would send it, to a guy that was being an asshole.
Oh, 100%.
All right, do me a favor, the two of you that are downstairs, because Sybil has not made it back yet. Roll me read a bad situation, which would be a sharp roll.
-1 for me. So that's 2d6s again?
Yeah, you'll always roll 2d6s.
Got it.
Also, fun thing, they've released a new version of Monster of the Week that has additional moves, but I have not studied those yet. Like there's a
That
bunch
sounds
there's a bunch of
fun.
there's a bunch of new cool weird moves. Like I'll have to go look for the PDF, but there's like there's certain things for scrying and like a couple other tricks. Like they've detailed the music more, or not music but magic more, so you don't I feel it's not as expansive, but it is more detailed, so you don't have to sit there and think of everything on your own. So Genie with a 5, you do not notice. Eleanor
Wait, what is
plus your sharp. Hold on.
so
Investigate
I
a
got an
mystery.
8.
So investigate a mystery plus sharp.
So
So
that's an 8.
that's 8 for you, and for Genie that is a 5 for Genie.
Yeah, it's actually a 4 because I have a -1 in sharp.
Okay, Genie, they have like these really big chairs that have high backs and high sides that are like you've just like kind of made a cozy nest and you're just texting so that your two friends will not jack up your old flip phone.
Yeah, that sounds, yeah.
Eleanor, for a split second, you think you see something out of the corner of your eye back towards the workout room pool area and front counter. But it could be also you haven't really slept that much since New Orleans.
Okay.
So it is up to you to act on that information with a 8. Well, hold on. Actually, no, that's not how that works. You get a question. I didn't just say a sharp roll. You get, with an 8, you get 2. You get 2 questions. So, what happened here? What sort of creature was it? What can it do? What can it hurt? Where did it go? And what was it going to do?
What was it going to do?
It looks like it was, whatever it was, moved from the front door towards the back, over towards the
Okay.
workout room and like the snack corner and like the quote unquote business center.
And it's just I saw something in the corner of my eye.
Yeah.
Did it seem like it was supernatural or just no idea?
Let's see. You get one more question. Oh no, you only get one. 7 to 9's a 1. So
Okay.
I will allow you to roll weird for me if you want to see if you feel like you get like is something sus.
Okay.
So roll 2d6 and add weird, which I think is everybody's highest.
Okay. That was a 10.
That checks out.
Let's see. I am going to.
I missed y'all.
I did too.
Oh, I just opened up glitter hearts. That's not what I wanted.
Oh yeah.
Okay, this is the one I need. I'm about to try to drop something. I hope it's not too big for Discord.
Oh.
Where did I put the Dresden? Dresden. Is it still down here in the old stuff? Because we haven't played so long, I forget where I've put things.
I know what you mean.
Yes. Okay. Okay, I've just posted in the Dresden thread on Discord the basic move sheet. So, with a 10, yeah, whatever it was weird, and you don't like it.
Okay. Uh, Eleanor's gonna like nudge Genie and kind of like pointing in that direction and said, "Getting a bad feeling," and get up.
Well, jinkies, I guess we better investigate.
All right, Velma.
Please tell me you put your cell phone back in the very protective case.
Yeah, I think Jeannie has like a lead-lined pouch or something in her bag, like something wizard-proof.
You treat wizards like you treat uranium.
And fairies. All right. Let's go look around. I guess we're going to the back of the motel.
This is a classy establishment.
Okay, fine. We're going to the back of the hotel.
Thank you. So as you're going back, you notice that the hot tub is still going on full blast. There's nobody in it. And that the workout room is also empty because they just have these long glass panels.
Are there any other like exits?
There is a door by the back stairwell that would lead out to like a smoking area. And again, there's a little cubby that has like overpriced food in it, and an area that has one printer and a very well maintained and clean but older computer.
I think Eleanor's gonna go peek out the door. Just be like, anyone?
Roll me another investigative mystery.
Okay.
What is Jeannie doing as she's rolling?
I think Jeannie is probably a few steps behind Eleanor, just like getting a little distracted by all the old technology. Like, damn, that's a really old PC. Wow.
And as you start to get closer, you see a blue screen. So it's not as old as you think, Jeannie.
Ah, damn.
So that is a 9. You get to ask one, Eleanor.
So nothing's out there that I can see.
I'm saying said investigative mystery. One of the questions from investigative mystery on the
Okay.
move
just
sheet.
checking. Okay. What sort of creature is it?
You look out there and you see nothing, and as you look back, you can see there are wet, finned footprints, like someone walking around in diving flippers.
Okay.
So it is a aquatic creature, and based on the size of the foot, probably large. Sybil, you were having your shower beer and realized you left all 3 of them downstairs.
How did I do that?
2/3 of them you might need to worry about, and I'm not going to say which 2 of the 3.
Oh, I need to get back downstairs. I will get out of the shower and get dressed and go downstairs.
Does Eleanor point out the wet footprints to Genie?
Yeah, she's gonna be like, something fishy.
Should we check on our friend who is currently submerged in water? I'm just saying. Evil Motel Mermaid does sound like the start of a true crime documentary, and I would really hate to return the Rougarous emissary without like a head or a liver or something.
By all means.
How close is the back of the hotel to the like hot tub area?
It is the same. It is
It's
the same
just
hallway.
The same.
Like, it's
Okay.
just the door. There's two doors that go in there. One's closer to the pool side, and then the other side, and also a set of bathrooms. And then the other side has the hot tub in it.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go investigate.
Okay, so as you go in, y'all read a bad situation for me, which is another sharp roll.
Another 9.
Okay, so with a 9, you'll get to ask one. You get to ask one question from the list.
I got a 6.
A 6. Mark experience, Genie.
So we have to do this even if even if something's right in front of us, like the emissary.
It's mostly to help me a little bit.
Okay.
Um,
It's just that kind of determines what, depending on what I see directly in front of me, kind of determines what question I would choose.
okay, so I will describe the scene so it can help you better.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No. It's a good point. I like that point. It's a very good one. The pool is completely pristine and clean and still. They have a door that goes down that because the pool's half in, half outdoor. There's a couple of loungers around the area. You can see that one of the 3 drinks is missing. Like there's an empty glass, a missing glass, and a full one. And the color in the water keeps changing.
Ooh.
But you're not sure if that's like LED lights or if something else is happening in there, because it could be either. Because everything has LEDs for some reason now. They all
In
RGB
this
rainbow
awful
it.
motel. Okay. And this is reading a bad situation, correct?
Yes, it is reading a bad situation. You do not slander the Drury Inn. It is like legit the only hotel I kind of like right now, and I'm hoping they're not problematic. I really am hoping they're not problematic. Because I can get my whole family fed for 2 meals and get a hotel room for like $120. And they give me free beer.
Okay, are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
Yeah, because as you're looking down and you're looking at all the LEDs, you see a finned tail pop up and go back under the water for a split second. Not like a full breach up over the water, but just like when like a large fish is near the surface and they kind of roll over.
Ooh, fuck. Should one of us grab Sybil?
Well,
Or should we just like...
Well, Eleanor's gonna whisper that because Genie didn't see it, right?
Okay, sorry.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that you could point it out immediately, or like
Yeah, I mean,
anytime I
Eleanor
describe
just-
it. I'm sorry. Anytime I describe it, I'm pretty sure like the fuck was that?
like, there's an aquatic person in the water.
I think when you point that out, Genie's gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna go get Eleanor. No, I'm gonna go get Sybil.
Sybil, by this time, Sybil, you're coming off of the elevator.
I look around, see they're not at the bar. Oh, fuck.
You know what? Read me a bad situation, Sybil.
That's, sharp.
'Cause that would be sharp. I feel that's fair. I'm sorry, y'all. I feel like that's fair. Sybil comes down already. I feel Sybil is assuming shit is already funky.
That would be a 7.
Okay, so you get 1.
Damn, no. What is our child doing?
Being a child.
They're wrestling. She's winning because he's trying not to hurt her.
Oh, you said read a message.
Yep, read a bad situation.
Any dangers I haven't noticed?
You see Eleanor and Genie both staring at a hot tub through the glass of the pool area. And Eleanor, is it safe to assume you're like getting ready to do magic or use your numerous items that you have to deal with the fish person?
Yeah, I mean, she's feeling, extremely cautious. Because don't know their intent. They keep being attacked constantly.
Okay, so that is what you notice, Sybil. So again, there is no turn order with this, but y'all just
Well, I came down into the lobby, but I thought they were like out back.
the pool. Well, the pool on all the Drury ends is partially inside on the plazas.
So
So
what am I seeing?
you're seeing through the plate glass windows to the pool area, the interior pool area. Eleanor looking like she's getting ready to fight. Jeannie looking like she's about to turn to do something. And no Ruguru emissary to be seen.
Shit. I'm gonna make a beeline.
All right. Eleanor, since you're preparing to do some type of something, I will say you probably go before Jeannie, unless Jeannie, you want to go first.
It's probably better for Eleanor to go first.
I mean, do I know that they're going to attack me? Like, because
You
they're
got
not going to attack yet.
no clue.
Yeah.
I mean, you could,
I think she's just going to, like, I don't know if she can, like, well, no, I guess that's not, oh, you can't do that in the system. Let's
what were you
see.
saying? What were you trying to say that
I
you
don't
wanted
know,
to?
like, just be prepared, like, because she's going to say, show yourself, what is your intention? But I want her to, like, be prepared if there's any, like, super sudden jumps that she's probably going to throw out a shield.
Okay, 100% you can do that as a side thing, but if you're telling them, if you're trying to talk to them, get them to show themselves, roll me manipulate someone, which is a charm roll.
Okay. Do, do, do. Let's see.
So that is 10.
10.
So yeah, uh, then they'll do it for whatever reason you gave them. That is 100%
I
a
didn't.
success. So
Okay.
you
I was
said
gonna say
show
I didn't give
themselves.
them a reason. I just said show yourself.
They apparently just love Frozen 2 that doesn't exist yet in this universe.
Oh my
No, but
gosh.
as you say, show yourself. You watch as a very large, like better part of 7 feet than 6 feet tall creature that looks like if Clive Baker had directed The Shape of Water.
Oh no.
Okay. Oh, okay. Cool. Good, 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 good.
It's like terrible mermaid, like no nose, skin peeled back from a way too many tiny teeth. Like you're used to creatures with a lot of teeth or elongated jaws, but like something about this is uncomfortable because it's like a full grown person with like a mouth of way too many baby teeth.
Oh, okay.
And it's scaly, it's green, it's finned. You also see hanging from underneath its jaws uh, tendrils that almost look like that of a man of war's.
Wow. Okay.
And you also see those same type of growths hanging off parts of its arm. Both of y'all, what is your weird score?
Mine's a 3.
A 3?
Mm-hmm.
Genie?
Mine is 1.
Weird? Your weird score is 1?
Yeah, I have 2 in charm and cool, and just 1 in weird.
Oh, that's right. You're like the other talky, like always calm during the situation person. Like you really, Emily, you need to start abusing the hell out of act under pressure.
I always think about it when we play and then forget.
Because like depending on how far away from someone you are, shooting a gun is technically an act under pressure, not a kick some ass roll. So, Genie, you're like, that is the worst Little Mermaid ever. Like somebody needs to lay off the Tim Burton sauce. And you said you have a what in it again? 3, Eleanor. This is a fuath. Fuath.
Okay.
Which is basically a Scottish pond mermaid.
Ooh.
And you know all those wiggly jiggly bits are not just similar to that of a Man of War's, but pretty much, yeah, it's like super jellyfish sting. And it shows itself and it looks directly at you. So, Genie. Eleanor has gotten it to show itself and she's preparing her next action before this thing does anything. What are you doing, Genie, as just the worst version of Abe Sapien stands before you?
Let's see. I'm going to use, let's see, either Calm Waters or Poker Face to roll, and say, where's our friend? Did you eat our friend? Give him back.
Okay, so you are doing Poker Face. Well, Poker Face just automatically gives you a +1 cool.
Okay.
So if you had that, your cool should go up.
Okay. So yeah, my cool is 3 then.
Okay, so your cool is that, and what was the other one you were looking at doing?
Calm Waters, you make roll plus cool instead of sharp. Oh, I should have used that earlier for read a bad situation. Never mind, it doesn't apply now.
Yeah, that doesn't work for this one. I think the rest of your stuff is like split magic and then make
Yeah.
be like, you don't want to attack me. There's a whole Sybil over here with a spear. And then you just scald the hell out of them with your barista blitz.
Why y'all?
Yeah. What's up?
Not,
Are you talking to the cats?
no. I was just like, why y'all attacking when he hasn't even attacked us yet?
Jeannie hasn't attacked. I do think she is holding her baseball bat in her hands, though.
It just apparates
She
immediately.
brought it with it.
I love this. We're just going to acknowledge Hammer Space because I think all of you have done this before. All right, Sybil. Something just absolutely gross came out the hot tub.
Great. I'm gonna go through the door. Does the door look like it locks from the inside at all?
It's one of those that has to be locked by a key.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go in. And is it kind of like the one in Baton Rouge where it's like you can see through windows too, or is it just the door?
Yeah, there's windows you can see through. No one's at the front desk right now.
Okay, is there anybody downstairs?
As far as you can see right now, no. It's getting closer to midnight. Y'all rolled into town around 11.
All right, I'm gonna walk in and be like, what the fuck is going on? And I want to use magic to, even though there's no one downstairs, I wanted to kind of just fog the windows up so if someone were to walk by, they wouldn't see the giant pond mermaid.
All right, yeah. Just roll me weird. This is not big magic. This is just doing one thing not humanly possible. So it falls underneath magic.
10.
10. Okay, you do it, but in the same time as you do it, because you're not able to focus as quick doing it. Sybil either.
10?
Oh wait, 10. Sorry, I saw a 7. So you got 10. It goes off without a hitch. My bad. I didn't see the addition.
Yeah, that's just me rolling. I got a 3 in weird.
Okay, so goes off without a hitch. You fog up all the windows and actually fog over the probably not functioning security camera. But just in case, it's the lens on it's now fogged.
Once again, what the fuck?
It starts to speak in a gurgling, wet language that is extremely. Hold on, Eleanor, do you have polyglot?
Mm-mm.
You don't have the polyglot for the emissary?
Nope.
I feel like when we were playing Dresden, that you did have like a multi-language skill, but maybe it didn't translate or come over.
I think you can use magic to communicate with something you don't share a language with.
Yeah. But I swore that she had taken the I speak their language from the character sheet.
This might be a reach, but he is a creature from Scottish mythology. Could I say that the smattering of Celtic language skills that Genie may or may not have picked up for Mercy gives her the ability to understand what he's saying?
You know what? Roll me act under pressure, which is roll me cool.
Okay.
What is the difference between hold one sharp and take one forward to sharp?
On your character sheet, let me look. It might. The answer might be I typoed.
I think that means the same thing.
It does.
If that's the same thing, then can I switch to something else?
Yes, you can.
Okay, because I had chosen under gift, I chose insight. And then under moves, I chose patron knowledge, and they basically do the same thing.
Well, the thing is, they would stack in that case. So insight, hold one, sharp roll. So anytime you roll a sharp, you have a +1 to it. And then what was the other one that you were saying?
Patron knowledge. It says take one forward, 2 sharp roll.
Let's see, is that under move? Yeah. That would mean you have a +2 to all sharp rolls.
Okay.
If that's what you want to do, but if you want to change it, I will let you because it's been a while since we played. And I also remember you had to remake your character sheet one game, and you did it very quickly. Like I swore you had the polyglot.
I'm fine with whatever you want.
Pick another. If you want to pick another ability, go ahead.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll remove patron knowledge then. I'm gonna go with polyglot because that also makes sense. Because
Okay.
I think Eleanor knew all the language, like not all, but a bunch of languages in the previous game.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I think my score is a 7. Because I rolled a 5, but then with the plus cool, I think that's a 7 altogether, or 7 or an 8. But I did roll a 1 and a 4, and I don't know if the 1 counts as like
No. There's nothing like that in this Monster of the Week mod that we're using. So you rolled a 5 and you have +2 to cool.
I have +3.
+3, so you rolled an 8. So,
yeah.
With an 8, the keeper is going to give you a worse outcome, hard choice, or a price to pay. So you pick which one of those: worse outcome, hard choice, or price to pay.
Price to pay.
You're probably going to have a headache. You understand Gaelic a little bit. You understand watery blub speak
Blub, blub, blub.
a little bit. But the accent on this dude is so freaking thick. It's like Ozzy Osbourne needing subtitles.
Yeah, maybe Marcy is like from southern Scotland and this guy's from northern Scotland, and Genie's like, oh my god, you sound so wildly different right now.
You're over here like, hold on. You did what with the cow? Oh, wait, you didn't say cow. You said the guy. Oh, no. So you're able to make it out, but you're going to have a headache after this. Like,
That's fine.
I don't feel like there should be a big pain because you're not doing a huge, big magic-y thing. Eleanor, with your polyglot, you can understand what he is saying, but it's also taking a minute to get through the thickness of the accent and just kind of the slang
Mm-hmm.
or dialect he is using, because you're like, this back lake motherfucker. Like, if Scottish had y'all, which it might, I don't know. I'm sorry, Scotland. Be coming out is what you hear is through the blub speak is, right, he left a bunch of fucking iron in front of Titania's throne and he needs to move it.
Oh shit! Did we know this?
What did he just burble?
Yeah,
Did
y'all
it-
remember back when the emissary was like trying to kill off the goblins in y'all's town because he thought they
Mhm.
kidnapped his kid? He literally dropped like 10 pounds of iron nails directly in front of Mab, or not Mab, but in front of Titania's throne, because he had originally made it to the Heart of Summer thinking that's where his kid was, then got information that it was a goblin in New Orleans that had his kid, and he never went back and picked up that iron. In
And
fact,
refused.
I mean, I
he-
don't feel like he would be able to make it out alive, even if he had the good intentions to go do it.
he also
Yeah.
has been very belligerent about not picking it up. That's their problem.
Yeah, you might as well go home.
I mean, Sybil, you don't. If they're translating it, you could say it to them, but again, it's still like blah 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 motherfucker blah 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 blah.
What's he bubbling about?
Eleanor would I guess try and talk and hope he understands, and or it says language. She would just be like, ah, he still hasn't picked that up. How have y'all not had anyone come get it?
It's just like, it's iron. None of us can fucking touch the shit. It burns.
What if I come and get it after this mission is over?
Or this is the Rougarou's emissary, so this kind of sounds like it might just be the Rougarou's problem. You could ask him to come pick it up if you can't wait until we're back in town.
There is a slow head turn from this absolute horror of a face.
Sybil's just standing here confused.
So, okay, this AI fishman that is standing before you is looking at Genie with both horror and almost an oh honey look, which is
God, now what did she say?
which is really hard to do for someone with no eyebrows.
What? It's not Lent. I'm pretty sure the Rougarou's not going to be eating fish right now.
Oh my god. Take one forward, Genie. Just take one forward for just a minute with that. That was great.
Oh.
Oh my god.
As y'all are talking, you watch behind this fish creature the water bubble,
Mm.
and the emissary stands up and slams the empty glass that had been pulled under with him and the other one into this creature's gills,
Yep, was waiting for him to do something.
shattering both glasses.
Okay, as things pick up, Jeannie's gonna like hold her baseball bat in the air, look at Sybil and go, "They're pissed about the iron nails," and then she's gonna jump into the pool, baseball bat first, and try to clobber the monster in the head.
Genie's like, the guy that's with us might technically be in the wrong, but baseball bat.
Fuck it, we ball.
All right, Genie. So are you swinging at the fish man?
I'm swinging at the fish man.
Roll me some kick some ass, which is tough.
Alrighty. I always forget I have a 0 in tough. How is that still the case? Let's see.
Chaos crew. Chaos crew.
Didn't you miss it?
Yes, I have. It's just. I'm sorry. Here's
Life.
Genie. This is Genie to me right now on Discord.
Okay, I have literally nothing to add to this score, so let's try.
Well, you have a +1 forward. That's on.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Okay, so that's an 8. Well, okay, I rolled a 7.
You rolled a 7 +8, so that's a mixed success. The Ruger's emissary just smashed glass into its breathing apparatus. You knock it unconscious, Genie.
Woo! Chaos crew!
Like, he just smashes it, and he is covered in red whelps and is breathing heavily. And then Genie, tunk! And the fish man goes down onto the side of the hot tub.
I think Genie tries to fist bump the emissary.
He does, but that fist is like swollen to like a baseball mitt.
All right.
Genie's gonna
How do we do
turn
it?
her-
would just
Sorry, what was that?
Eleanor would just like she puts like her hands and fingers together and just seems to contemplate what she's about to say. And is like, you know, I think it would make our lives much easier if you go and pick up that fucking iron.
Fuck them.
Fuck
Genie,
them,
open
but
a
also
portal to the
fuck
Never
them
Never.
chasing us everywhere.
Do you want me to open a portal to the Never Never?
Yeah, we're gonna chuck him in.
Does
He
one
can
of you
find
have
his way home.
Does one of you have a post-it note or something that we can just like stick in his pocket that says "We'll pick up iron nails later"?
I'm not going in there and doing it.
The emissary just picks
You
up
want to
his
know
other
why I'm not
drink.
doing it? Because I know for a damn fact that it amuses Mab, and you know who I'd rather not have pissed at me between the two of them? That one.
You know what I would like
Companion's
to
not mad at me. She's mad at
be
him.
running from the rest of this road trip? Faye. Non-stop
We've
Faye.
been hitting them.
No, I'm with Eleanor on this. It seems like lots of things want to attack and kill and eat us, so maybe we should like cut down the amount of enemies that we've got coming after us. I know
You want to go into the heart of Titania's court right now when we have to go save your grandfather's beer recipe? Don't you have a brewery you want to go blow up?
No. I'm not saying right now. I'm saying we leave a note stuck to this guy that says someone will be around to pick up the iron nails when we get back in New Orleans. Bye-bye.
No. We're not going to be that specific. We are not going to be that specific with Faye. It is going to be later.
Okay. Yes, that. Post-it note.
Do either any of y'all have epinephrine?
No.
Advil.
I think
What are you only...
How about after this we go and get those nails?
No, I'm good.
Yes, I think we should.
Genie chucks a bottle of Midol at you.
I want to say this won't work, but
It's just pain reliever.
but
With
this
caffeine.
hurts. It hurts. He will down some of it and then down his drink, and then he will drag the fish man outside and put him on one of the loungers.
Okay. Genie will open a hole to the Never Never underneath the lounger.
Wait, hold on. Leave it open.
What? Why?
He drops a box of Type 8 metal screws through it.
Oh my fucking god.
You are such a dick.
They kidnapped my kid.
And you got him back.
I
Would
thought
you
they
quit
didn't
doing shit to
kidnap
make him
them.
keep coming after us? We got enough problem.
I thought they didn't kidnap them. I thought someone else kidnapped them.
The dude still was part of the summer court. The buck stops with the queen.
I really hope she's not going to be at this kid's birthday party, man.
Just turns around. Is there still part of him stuck on my back?
I hope so.
There is. There is like a whole tendril stuck on his back.
Yep.
That's a you problem.
I can't reach it. Someone pull it, please.
Genie's going to walk away. I'm going to bed. Bye.
Eleanor also walked away. She's very
Sybil,
annoyed
pull
that
it
she's
off.
having to
You
deal with this
just
bullshit that could be
please-
avoided.
Please consider getting rid of that shit.
Considered? No.
I love him.
You are so irritating.
I spend literally all my day with the big bad wolf and teaching children.
Yeah, that's a you choice, at least on one.
Part of it, yeah, probably. Also, I end up having to babysit the Apocalypse Trio like twice or 3 times now. Mostly because I'm... Does Genie come back after hearing Apocalypse Trio? The Apocalypse Trio.
This is me, EmilyEerie, asking, are we the Apocalypse Trio?
Apparently.
Okay,
New
let's
prophecy.
go. Let's go over like everything that y'all have done in this game so far. You have y'all have caused Denarians to cease to exist. You have gone toe for toe with 3 of the big names from the actual series. You killed a god. You stopped
I forgot we did that.
You stopped a magical drug deal. You stopped a necromancer from doing a dark hollow in the city of Kyoto. Y'all are friends with Hades and Persephone.
They're friends with Hades and Persephone. Hades doesn't fuck with me.
Oh yeah.
You're associated with this.
Yeah, you're like, defeated a Denarian. I'm like, I'm pretty sure Genie also slept with a Denarian, but I guess that's neither here nor there.
Before the individual was one. Probably.
Yeah, I guess we are pretty we're pretty badass. All right, are we all heading to bed?
The emissary is trying to
I'm
use
gonna push him in the pool a little bit.
You push him in the pool? Is that what you said, Sybil? You're pushing.
Yeah, I'm going to bed, and then I push him in the pool, and I go back.
Damn.
Eventually, while using a stick, he is able to get the tendril off of his back.
I said I pulled it off, and
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you.
please stop leaving them there. And then I.
Okay, so the next morning, breakfast is served. It is a country affair with biscuits and gravy and sausage and eggs and pancakes / waffles. Yeah. So it is a kind of a country breakfast. Coffee's okay.
I think Genie probably grabs some biscuits and shoves them in her purse for later.
Genie would absolutely hate the coffee.
Oh yeah, she definitely monologues about how shitty the coffee is for like 20 minutes. This is what happens. This is what happens when you go for Argentinian beans instead of Colombian. Oh my god. So who is their supplier? I want to fight them. This is terrible. I have had better coffee in police office waiting rooms.
Right now, it's the best part of waking up is going, what the fuck's in this cup?
Genie, the groom calls like, I'm pretty sure if you ask people working here who their supplier is, they're gonna go, I don't know.
We're in the Midwest. If I ask someone who their supplier is, they're gonna give me meth.
You know, Emily, she's making this joke, and you damn well know what happened the last time we went and stayed at a Drury Inn in fricking Effingham.
I know. I lived in Iowa.
You broke Emily because on our way up for
Oh my
Christmas,
God.
I'm wearing a Hawaiian shirt and shorts because we leave Monroe. We leave Mississippi
I told you were going to be cold.
And it was like 70 degrees. And then we get up there, and I'm like, oh, God, this is cold. But I still had to go back and get something for the kids from the car. And I'm out there, so here I am, a fat, bearded man wearing a Hawaiian shirt and shorts. And someone comes up and starts asking me if I'm selling drugs. And I'm like, do I look like I sell drugs here? Yeah, man. Like, oh, my God, there's just a fluffy man mafia in the middle of Illinois selling drugs. Fucking hell. Okay.
I'm so glad that my brief tenure in the Quad Cities has prepared me for this joke to kill Emily with.
So, you're able to get fed. You're able to get checked out easy. Genie, I must ask you, because I feel this is also a Genie thing. Everything in the snack cubby is overpriced. Do you shoplift?
1,000%. I think she waits until Eleanor is not in the room, and then she's just gonna shove everything in her purse, even the shitty snacks. She's just like, no, these are all ours now. I'll feed these to the emissary.
Okay, if you're grabbing just the ones in the room, 100%, I'm not going to make you roll. If you were
Just the ones in the room.
Okay.
That's fine.
So you get outside, the Witchabago is running. That's about the nicest thing I can say about the Witchabago, guys, is that it's running.
That's something.
I mean, it's like one of those things you have to say of there is no car note. Like, what is the best thing about an older car? There is no car note. So, if you load up, the emissary is bandaged. And ready to drive you to the Anheuser-Busch Brewery.
So after all that, we still didn't come up with a plan last night.
We didn't what?
All that last night, we still didn't come up with a plan.
I thought your plan was to burn it down.
Yeah.
No, we really shouldn't do that.
I went to Walmart for you.
He went
What?
to Walmart for you.
Lighter fluid and gasoline. It's in the outside storage compartment.
I'm sure we'll find a use.
Don't worry, they'll be insured. Wait, how many hours are we away from Chicago?
Several.
Hang
While y'all are figuring that out, I'm going to go check on the baby who the oldest one seems to have abandoned.
It is 4.5 hours.
Cool, we could probably get there by lunch if we wanted to.
Oh, yay, arson at breakfast and singing songs at night.
What'd you say?
I said, oh, yay, arson at breakfast and singing songs by nightfall. Because I have to sing at a children's party. Why is the baby loose? Hi, baby. Hi, baby.
Aww.
Hi. You say hi? Say hi.
Hi.
You just want to grab my microphone. She is just staring at my mic.
Hi, baby.
I gotta check the baby. Hang on.
I'm currently looking up restaurants in Chicago to see if I can find anything cool for us to eat for lunch. feel like...
I have to go change a bag.
Yeah, no worries. I feel like deep dish is not gonna be the thing.
I wonder if we could make or convince the lady who runs the thing to make a Bilbo Baggins cake.
I'm pretty sure if we pay her enough money, she'll do whatever we want.
Well, I just saw she makes like other cakes for the different themes, and I'm like, what if we ask for a Bilbo Baggins?
Yeah, that would be great. That would be so fun. I just perfected my bread pudding recipe, so I really want to make like a strawberry bread pudding.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, there's a subreddit that's like Lord of the Rings inspired food, and I've been on there just like saving things.
Oh.
And someone has a Lord of the Rings cookbook, so that'll come in handy. I figured we'll probably go out to eat like once or twice, but to keep costs down, it'd probably be a good idea to go grocery shopping the first day and all of us pool money so we can just like cook at the Airbnb.
Yeah, both Catherine and Madison were fine with that because we all thought the same thing.
Great, awesome.
Alright, I am back. Emily's changing a diaper and I got Vincent in the shower.
I have a formal request. Can we eat lunch at the Wiener Circle?
I don't know where that is, but yes.
It is a Chicago restaurant where all of the waitresses and waiters curse at you constantly, and they're just really mean to you.
What is this place called again?
The Wiener Circle.
Eleanor's gonna be like, why in the hell do you want to go there?
They're supposed to have great hot dogs.
Oh, wait, I know about this now. This is where, didn't Bourdain go here?
I don't know. I went there once for a birthday party when I was like 13 and was mortified, so I thought it would be funny.
We're gonna take Dresden's kid here.
Yes, let's do it!
Genie just ensuring that Winter hates her.
Winter already hates me! I tried to shake her hand once and she apparated me into a freezer that was locked from the outside.
To be fair, you walked up to the Queen of Air and Darkness and were basically like, hey, what's shaking, toots?
That's just Genie.
Yes.
Yeah, and still.
Oh, I picked Freya up, and I was going to bring her in here and be like, hey, I got a co-keeper, and she heel-kicked me with both feet directly in the groin. I had to take a knee, and she ran.
Izzy, like, straight up bitch slapped me the other day without meaning to. Like, she was spinning around, and I got down on the floor to pick something up, and it was just whack! across the face, and then she started crying, going, "Mama, you hurt my hand."
Child? Oh, Lord. No, it's like most of the time when she does something or it hurts, I let her know it hurts or tell her no. The only thing she's done that's actually made me mad is she bit me on purpose. And that did not go over well. Like, literally leaned in onto my arm and looked me in the eyes, and I said, "Don't do it," and then she bit down.
Yeah, thankfully we've taught Izzy the difference between real bites and pretend bites. So most of the time it's just a pretend bite where she'll just like come up to me and go, num 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 num. But periodically, when we're tickling her, she's like, I must defend myself, and then she bites.
And again, poor Emily has more than one bruise on her tummy and chest from Freya heel kicking during diaper changes.
You're violent children, both of you.
I am not correcting my daughter on most of this because the world's going to tell her to be demure and to be quiet, and I'm going to tell her to say fuck that.
Yeah, no. When Izzy is like rambunctious, I don't know. It pissed me off at the library the other day. We had a new child librarian, like children's literature librarian, take over, and the previous one was great and loved Izzy and was like really patient and shit with her. This fuck ass librarian got down on the floor on her hands and knees, looked Izzy in the face, and said with the bitchiest tone of voice, "You are being a real silly head right now." Why? Because Izzy was sitting on the floor and kicking her feet up and down. She wasn't kicking a small child or anything. She was literally just fidgeting.
I don't know. My dad has been wearing on some of my last nerves, mostly because he disagrees with how I'm raising my children, because I'm raising Freya to like the when she is being tough or when she is being stubborn. I'm like, good. Now we just have to direct this in the right direction. And I've done that with Vincent, but I'm also teaching Vincent to be kind. Because the world is going to tell him as a boy he does not need to be that, and that's bullshit. So my father has accused me of trying to raise my children as the opposites of themselves. I'm like, I'm just trying to teach my daughter to be tough and my son to be empathetic. There is nothing wrong with either one of these. Yes, I already gave him
Are they still refusing to say Freya?
No, they're saying Freya now.
Okay.
We have gotten past that. However, something that will make both of y'all laugh because of the irony is at the first parade we had, Riviera, the Pride float came by. And in front of the Pride float was the Pride dancers. And one of the Pride dancers was a very tall guy that was killing it in the leotard. I do not know their pronouns or anything like that or how they identify, but basically what looked like a big, tall, dark-skinned dude in leotards and it's not a singlet, what is it? Leggings. Leotards and leggings, doing all the dance moves as everybody else in the group. I'm like, damn, he's kind of killing it. They're killing it. My dad turns on and looks at me, oh, that's so wrong. That is just wrong. And then all of a sudden the Pride float is coming up and I am seeing every rainbow, every LGBTQ plus that they have written everywhere. All the flags. And I'm thinking my dad's about to pitch the biggest fit. And I'm like, great, I'm about to have to take my child away from my dad and be like, hey, you need to step the hell back and not be an asshole out in the middle of Mardi Gras. No, my dad turns and goes, there's Spaceballs on their float, because it was Star Wars and Spaceballs. And my dad beelines right to the side of the Pride float and starts waving, and he gets handed so many beads. And when he comes back, he has got the biggest shit-eating grin. He goes, that was a really good float. More floats need to be like this. We need more floats like this in the parade. And I'm like, oh, absolutely. 100% we need more floats like this in the parade.
Hey, progress. That's awesome.
No, my dad didn't realize it was the Neela Pride float. He just saw he saw Spaceballs and Star Wars and became like a 13-year-old child. He did not pay attention that because the thing is at first I was like, oh, someone dressed up as Princess, the Druided, I got what's her name, the princess from Spaceballs' name.
Yeah.
So I thought at first they were dressed as the stunt double because remember the movie turns around and it's a dude smoking a cigar. I thought it was the stunt. No, it was straight up Leia with a beard and a hairy chest. And I'm like, my dad completely missed that. I'm going here like, oh my god, the irony in this situation is so great and wonderful that it's like at first you did the really bad homophobic thing and then you're just so oblivious that you ran up straight to the more out people of the group and sitting there smiling because they're giving you beads. If only you could realize you need to be that happy because that they just exist and that they are here. Instead of being like, oh, that's wrong. Fuck you. No, it's not. But it was hard not to laugh to watch my dad beeline and run like a little kid to the pride float. Not knowing it was a pride float. Oh, God. Okay. So y'all pull up to the Anheuser-Busch factory and park in the visitors' parking for RVs and larger sized vehicles.
I'm assuming they sort of like tourist tour thing going on.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you can tour the brewery. I've been to it.
Okay, cool. Let's go.
You get to see the horses.
Genie is operating under the assumption that her grandfather's recipe is probably in some sort of like archive or like vault, and is assuming that that won't be a stop on the walking tour, but the walking tour is the easiest way to get into the building, so it's a good starting point.
All right, so the three of you make it that way because I think I remember saying this. The Rougarous emissary is not actually allowed in the brewery. He has he has a restraining order.
So did your ghost grandma tell you where to find this thing?
Did she?
Did she say it was in somebody's office?
Oh, I think you're right. I think it's in the like CEO's office or something.
Like it's in I think it's like in the CEO's office or in a like a lockbox or something.
Cool. I guess that's where we're gonna go if we can find it.
Somehow.
So you get in. Is the tour free, Emily? I've never been allowed.
I don't think so.
However, let's always remember that money is not a problem for y'all in this game. Except for Genie, who
no, it is let's see. It's like Budweiser tour.
I feel like Genie, someone would try not to give her a loan, and then she could just provide all of her references. And be like, bitch, you're giving me a loan.
Yeah, 100%. I also feel like Jeannie's really nosy and gossipy, so I feel like if there's local politicians in New Orleans that are having affairs, she probably knows about it, just because people will talk about anything in a coffee shop, not realizing that people can hear them.
Genie just walks to Baton Rouge. Hey, Jeff, I'm just going to slide this across your desk real quick. We're going to change a lot of what you're trying to do right now. Oh, God, I wish that was true. I wish that was true.
I do wish to make it canon that Genie is actively blackmailing the state representative Clay Higgins just because he went to my dad's church when we lived in St. Francisville and he was a fucking asshole to everyone and everything, and his sons were the worst and would repeatedly look up my skirt in youth group events, and the dad would do nothing about it because this is the fucker who said there should be weight requirements for strippers.
Yeah, Clay Higgins is a dickhead from everything I've ever heard about.
I called his office as well as Letlow's.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Like, yeah, like the basic tour is like $15. They also have a Clydesdale experience for $30.
I feel like y'all paid for the Clydesdale experience.
Yeah.
Horsies!
Like, I don't know who in the group is a horse girl, but there are three witches in this coven. One by averages, somebody's a horse girl.
We all
Sybil
know.
grew up on a ranch.
Yeah, we all know it's Sybil.
But I'm going to say this. Clydesdales make everybody a horse girl, including me. Because every time they show up, I'm like, oh my god, they're so pretty. Also, it's one of the few horses I could ride and not feel bad about.
I do think Genie takes a bunch of selfies next to the Clydesdales and sends them to Mars. I think she also sends a selfie to PT.
Okay, so you send those to them, and you're on the tour for a while, and this is... Imagine, I know this is not how the tour goes, but imagine if the Jungle Cruise was taking you through a brewery.
Amazing.
Jeannie,
But-
can you ask your ghost granny where we could maybe find this office?
Yeah, can I summon Ghost Granny? Well, okay. Can I summon her in a way that no one else can see her but me and maybe my friends?
Let me look at that character sheet, because I believe you can. Ectomancy, speaking to, finding, or communicating spirits of the dead. And you have a +1 on that.
Fabulous. Let's do that.
What is the other one you have? Because you have 2. You get to pick 2 fields. So you got Ectomancy and... What's the other one you picked?
Wait, let me look at my sheet.
You did World Walking. So you can open the ways without having to actually roll. That's what
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you can... I mean, you could do this in a bathroom, or you could just do it on the turn, like, I summon my ghost granny invisibly here.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Roll me weird.
All right.
Remember your +1.
Okay, so that's 7.
Okay, so when you get a mixed success when casting magic, you're summoning a creature here. Let's see. You get to pick a glitch, and I get to determine the effect of that glitch. So,
Oh no.
weakened effect, short duration, 1 harm, magic draws immediate unwelcome attention, or has a problematic side effect. One of these does give you a +1 based on your character sheet.
What were the first 2 again?
It's weakened, or it has a short duration.
Okay, I'm looking at my character sheet.
Let's see. With that, I believe you have the not my fault, don't you?
I do have not my fault.
So if you took problematic side effect, you would have a +1 on whatever you do next.
Let's do problematic side effects.
Okay. So you're able to summon her. Nobody else sees her, but in the process, you cause 2 of the beer vats to spring leaks, like the drainage port at the bottom of 2 of them opens, and it is just spilling like hundreds of gallons of beginning of the fermentation process Budweiser.
Oops. Hey, Granny. Where's the recipe again? I think Genie is speaking in Spanish because, yes, people are probably distracted right now by the springs being like leaking and shit. But she figures it'll be less conspicuous for her to be speaking Spanish into the air than like speaking in English into the air to no one.
Okay. Yeah, the tour guide is trying to get y'all out of there quick because this is hot liquid and is starting to steam everything up. So the front part of the group, because I'm assuming y'all were towards the back, are being
Yes.
ushered to move very quickly. Your grandmother says it's in the president's office. It's in the office of the CEO. He's got it in the lockbox that's in the vault behind his desk.
Fabulous. While people are distracted, Genie is going to direct everyone in that direction.
All right. In that case, I need y'all to roll act under pressure to see how well y'all are able to evade everything. Unless y'all are wanting to do any magic or anything to up your chances.
Sorry, I was
Sheet
coughing.
again.
Now, also, as a reminder, because we haven't played in so long, the greatest benefit that you have with casting magic is the one that says do something not humanly possible, because that is so vague. That covers flight, invisibility, lifting a car, all that type of stuff. It's kind of your catch-all. So are y'all just going to try to sneak, or are y'all going to try to magic-y sneak?
You said it's.
This is just
Yeah.
getting to the office, right?
Yeah, this is just, well, really it's getting out of the brewing room without being noticed because...
But you said it's hot liquid, so could we just kind of up the steam coming off it to kind of hide us going in a different direction?
100%. Roll me weird. Okay, so that is a 8.
Oh no. Sorry, that was me to act under pressure.
Okay, to act under pressure. So with an 8, so you're just trying to sneak, Eleanor?
Woo,
Well, I'm gonna wait until Sybil does her thing, but yes.
that's a
Okay.
13.
Okay, so
Yeah,
that's
and I
Wow.
You know what, Eleanor? I'm not going to make you pay any price or anything like that. Because when Sybil rolls a 13 on to increase steam, the whole brewery room, like the whole, like you're walking through the catwalks and everything moving around, is now just got a entire like steam smoke screen blocking everything out. You are undetectables.
yeah, I think Genie was gonna offer to help, and then was like, "Oh nope, Sybil doesn't need any help right now."
I got the.
Outside in the parking lot, there's just one person by a RV watching steam rise out of one of the buildings going, damn, they move quick. All right, so you're able to get out of the brewing room. You are now separate from the tour. Ghost Granny is still kind of following along with you.
All right, so where do we go from here?
The main asshole's office, the CEO guy.
Where is that?
I'm pretty sure they're not going to have that on a map in the hallways.
Is Granny pointing me in the right direction?
She's pointing you towards what looks like a large office building on the grounds. I've never been there, so this is all fictitious.
All right, Genie's just gonna follow Granny. Don't worry, y'all. Abuelita's showing me the way.
So as you get there, you get to the building. Your grandmother, Jeannie, cannot cross the threshold into this building, which all three of you know means that this building is actually warded.
Great.
There might be
Can
a
we?
beer
Tell what
lock.
kind of wards?
Roll. Wait, hold on. Does Ellen? One of y'all I thought had something.
For what?
Start up the site. Site. Open up my site.
You can see that this building has a chain of interwoven green vine-like spells wrapping around it that have these small little, almost look like mini green pine cones on it. It's more or less like the building is wreathed in a protective veil of hops.
Oh.
Is there anything that would normally be invisible to me that I see?
You can see that there's a couple goblins sitting on the back of a truck taking a smoke break.
I'm not worried about them.
However, y'all do notice as you're getting over here, and that Granny cannot come in. You'll get through the front door, and there is a security guard behind a desk staring directly at y'all.
Sure.
Can I help you?
Genie's good at lying, isn't she? Let's see.
I mean, some of y'all have high charms, so.
That's true. That's
Not
true.
me.
I have a +2 to charm. Okay.
I have a negative.
Genie's gonna smile at him and try to look as professional as possible, which is kind of hard because I feel like she's wearing like an old Watchman t-shirt that's been cropped with like really tight jeans and then her criminal jacket. But she's gonna be like, "Hi there. We have an appointment with the CEO. Actually, I don't know if you know this, but they're rolling out a coffee flavored beer and they wanted local coffee makers to come and test the product and everything. It's kind of a big deal."
Oh, if you're here for the dark brew, that is over in building C. That is where the laboratory is.
No, but we have a meeting with the CEO about it.
Well,
Because
you said you
last
were
time-
testing it and getting input, so the testing's over. Like it's not that he's.
No. She said that there is testing going on. She's supposed to supervise that. She needs to speak to him.
We have the results of the testing. The pH balance was really off last time, so we need his authorization to adjust that.
All right, roll me or manipulate someone. Genie, roll me manipulate somebody.
Oh, that's 10 with my charm score.
Yeah, he goes, oh, okay, if you got an appointment, I don't, wait, are you, Mildred Ortiz?
You've got the right gal.
All right, yeah, here, and he just slides a couple of badges towards y'all.
Mildred.
All right, you'll need to just go down the stairs to the second bank of elevators. You'll go up to the 3rd floor. You will need to disembark and go down the main hallway past accountant, and then there will be another elevator that'll take you up to the CEOs and the executive offices up on the 5th floor.
Thank you so much for your time. And then I guess we get going.
Like, he buzzes you back. Also, remember, everybody, if no one did it this time, but if you fail, mark your experience. And the way I'm doing it is if you get, I think it's, 5?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, once you fill that up, you can go ahead and pick a new level up.
Okay. Yay.
That's great, because I think I currently have 3.
So, y'all get back, you get to the elevator. Now, I know that Eleanor always dresses kind of like business casual to a professional, isn't that?
Yes.
And Sybil kind of dresses the same.
What about
She's relaxed it a little bit over the years, but yeah, pretty much.
So you got like 2 business ladies and then someone's wayward teenage daughter. Who's in her 30s.
Just to be safe, I think the name that he mentioned Jeannie's gonna make sure that Eleanor has that badge, just because she's a little bit more, like, official. And more likely to pass as Latina than Sybil is.
Am I?
You have dark hair.
I'm white as fuck.
So
Sybil
am
has
I.
black hair.
So it just looks at Sybil. You are too white to be Ortiz.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, girl, you're related to Santa Claus. Like, come on. Come on.
I'm literally from Scandinavia. I was born there.
Norway, Sweden, Mexico. Oh, come on.
I mean, you are the emissary to a very Caribbean deity structure, so.
I know, it's really fucked up, isn't it? I don't know what I was thinking.
I could be mean, just like Eleanor over here appropriating everything.
Right? Right?
I do think Jeannie has made that joke at least once or twice. But then again, Jeannie also hired a Confederate war general to be a barista at her coffee shop without realizing it. So I don't think Jeannie really has any more to talk.
Now, that was the joke for a while, but y'all did learn that his real name, his real last name is not Beauregard. That he is not that PGT. He is just a PGT that goes by Beauregard. Now,
Jeannie should really run background checks on the people she.
you did hire a ghoul that never came
didn't cause any problems.
until the wild hunt happened.
That's true.
So anyway, y'all get through. You go through the accounting. Nobody's stopping you because I'm assuming y'all are doing like boss bitch walk at full speed.
It's that
Very
scene.
confident.
It's that scene from the Charlie's Angels movie where they're playing Ooh Barracuda in the background.
Or anytime my daughter walks anywhere, because Freya has a business walk. It's like wherever she goes,
does.
wherever she goes, that is 100% where she intended, and it is your problem if it is not where you want her to be. Anyway, so you get to the elevator, and you get to the 5th floor, and the 5th floor is eerily empty. Backroom vibes immediately up here.
Like, there's no doors or a hallway. It's just a room.
No, it's like, it's linear. Like, it's still an office space. Like, it is a floor made up of executive offices. You see no one moving around. No one in the boardroom that you can see through a bay of windows. And it's just 3 hallways going off from this elevator that go down to just what seems like, until you see the windows at the end of them, just like more and more offices.
Can Jeannie check to see if we've somehow landed in the Never Never?
I will say with your ways walking, you are not in the Never Never. This is just the utilitarian grossness of corporate architecture. Like you unfortunately feel slightly more capitalistic standing in this space.
She's gonna shiver and. All right, let's find this guy, find this recipe, find the office, whatever, and get the hell out of whatever the heck this is.
Okay, so I'm going to be honest with you. It doesn't take you long to find an office that says CEO Adolphus Bush, and then it looks like some numbers.
Is the door locked?
Do you try to open it?
I was going to until you said that, and now I'm suspicious. Does anyone want to try to open?
Eleanor's gonna knock. Anything?
You knock and you hear a voice. Come in.
Oh, no.
Okay.
You guys want to go in before me and Genie wait out in the hall because she's more suspicious looking, and also to be a lookout in case guards start coming?
If that's what she's gonna do.
Okay, I think Genie's gonna do that.
Okay, so the Sybil and Eleanor, do y'all walk in?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
What you see before you is a man probably in his 50s, a little shorter than the two of you, kind of portly, has a well-groomed mustache and well-kept haircut, but it's gray at the temples. And he turns around. Oh, I don't think I know either of you.
He's
Is
French.
this like Scandinavian?
I can't do a German accent, so it's just going to be all over the place, y'all.
I'm so sorry.
You're so sorry because of the
I'm so
accent.
sorry. Does this guy look familiar?
No, he just. I mean, unless you have like looked up who are the current CEOs of corporations in this fictional world, but you do see on his desk there is a nameplate that says Adolphus Bush the Fifth.
Didn't think there's gonna be anybody in here.
Do you have a meeting?
Okay, what was the name? What was the name?
It's on Eleanor's name tag.
It's Mildred. Right?
Mildred Ortiz. I'm gonna. And Eleanor has that badge, right?
Yeah, Eleanor.
Yeah,
Well,
Genie.
we will say that y'all declared that that badge had that name on it, so I will agree to it. Uh, Not just past badges. Uh, oh, I'm sorry. The meeting has been canceled.
Oh, we weren't made aware.
I am very sorry. It seems that we have a trespasser upon the premises, and they have already done damage to part of our brewing room, and I will have to look at that. So I'm very sorry. I'll have to give you a rain check.
A trespasser.
I mean, who else would damage the beer vats? Unless it was Miller.
Does he say that?
Yes. And turns his head slightly dramatically to the side.
Seems like something they would do.
Isn't Youngling also vying for your position?
No, they are a microbrew. They cannot handle the big boy beer game.
I don't know. They've certainly been spreading around the country.
Oh, look at me and my little brown ale. Oh, look at me and I made it a little pale. Oh, look at me. I'm going to fail. I am not worried about any of that. Now, if you do excuse me, I need you to leave, and I will need to also handle the affairs here at my brewery.
Do we have any spells that can just like magically put someone to sleep or knock them out?
Probably, but
That falls underneath the do one thing that is not humanly possible.
That sounds
Okay.
great. I'm gonna do
Can
that.
I say that Genie uses Beneath Notice?
Thought you were in another room.
She's
Yes,
just
I
outside
can.
the door.
Yeah, I'm listening in. I can walk in. Unless you guys want to do something else.
You know what? I'm pretty sure Genie would have gotten to it before I could, so let's see what Genie does.
Genie still has a +1 because of not my fault.
That is true. That
Because
is true.
you did not roll anything with that, I don't believe.
No, I did not. Because the unintended consequence kind of worked for us. Okay, I'm going to use subtle magic. If I roll a 10 plus, the spell goes completely undetected. 7 to 9 spell goes unnoticed but has an additional glitch. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so my weird is a +1. I have the +1 from Not My Fault. So that is a 7. So it
That is
passes, but it has an additional glitch.
okay. So pick the 2 glitches.
The glitches, again, are...
The effect is weakened. It's a short duration. You take 1 harm, ignore armor. You draw immediate unwanted, unwelcome detention, or there's a problematic side effect.
I'll take the 1 harm and the unintended side effect.
Okay. Or the problematic side effect?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So take that 1
So
harm.
Genie,
You ignores your armor. Anything that soaks, it just goes through because you did it to yourself.
yeah.
The computer in front of you, Sybil and Eleanor, because y'all, I'm pretty sure y'all are sitting like suppress, 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 suppress. Like y'all are probably doing that because you did not want to blow up his like new Apple computer.
Mm-hmm.
Be nice.
All the technology in this room pops like like you just hear like the circuitry going out.
Oh my word! It does seem like sabotage.
And as Adolphus turns, he just falls flat on his back and starts snoring.
Genie opens the door triumphantly and was like, I knew I could cast that spell through a crack.
He also destroyed all of the technology in his office, so hopefully there wasn't anything on there we needed.
All right, I need all 3 of y'all being witches and mages. Notice as a translucent version of this man stands up and looks down at his body.
dead?
Genie,
Is he dead?
what did you do?
Oh no, it looks like I hit my head as I fell down.
Genie,
What
no.
is going on? I am very confused.
you're having a dream.
Guys,
This is you
close your eyes,
dreaming.
go to sleep.
I
Did Genie just kill another human being with magic in front of our parole officer?
God damn it, Genie.
and as what is y'all's response to staring at the ghost of Adolphus Bush V, staring down at his body? What is Eleanor's response?
How did we put it back in?
Eleanor, what is your response?
I cannot.
This is not good.
Eleanor would just be like, "That was so irresponsible."
Genie looks at the ghost and says, it was Miller.
He just looks at you and
Back.
he starts laughing. Oh no. No. I've been using him for like the last 20 years as a meat puppet. I've done this to all of my kids and grandkids. Yeah.
Wait, what the fuck?
Meat puppet.
Y'all are looking at the ghost of Adolphus Bush the First, the founder of
Oh,
the
I could
brewery.
punch you for real.
And that is where we will end tonight's session and hopefully play next week.
I am
Wow, you have
sweating
me
so
terrified.
hard. I just got done with a warlock trial. Please don't make me do another one. God damn it.
There would not be another trial. They would try to assassinate you.
No, you'd just be dead. We'd both be dead.
Does it count as murder if the guy was possessed by an evil ghost?
No,
No.
the guy fell asleep and the ghost came out. He's actually asleep, I believe.
Yeah,
That was good, Hewitt.
Emily.
That was real good.
Emily, just to put you at ease, Adolphus Bush V is 100% asleep. He is just being mecha piloted by his ghost great grandfather.
Okay, thank God. Because I suddenly had the mental image of making it to Chicago and then Dresden's weird cowboy dad just murking me.
Oh god, I think I still have a picture of
Not his weird cowboy dad. I'm
Grand.
dead.
It's his grandpa. It's his
The
McCoy.
yeah, the foster dad after the evil
Yeah.
wizard who was supposed to kill him and didn't because he loved him and thought of him as a son. I don't know. That scary motherfucker.
I got Jeff Bridges, I think, in here on Roll20 still as the picture for that. Oh, well, thank y'all for playing, guys. Hopefully we can keep Thursdays as a night we can do this.
Yeah.
I have never posted any of these, and I still